This is Dr. Manjunath, fertility expert and laparoscopic surgeon. Welcome to my fertility talk. In this video, I am going to tell you about IVF injections or hormonal injections which are used in IVF and its effects and some kind of misconception people have about this. So many people, or most of the people, think that these hormonal injections are the bad guy in the whole movie of this IVF. So you know that to have a good movie, the villain or the bad guy is a must, otherwise you will not see the happy ending. So that is how these hormonal injections are labeled as a bad guy. For this journey of IVF, this bad guy is necessary, means to say these hormonal injections, even though they are painful, it's very much necessary to have a happy ending. Why this bad guy, the so-called the name given to this, or the conception of this kind of misconception of this kind of hormone injections are very painful, because many of your friends or many of your relatives who have undergone this IVF would have told so many horror or painful story about how they underwent this 10 to 15 days of hormonal injections. Yes. But with the advancement of so many new drugs, these hormonal injections are much less painful and restricted to only 10 to 12 days of IVF treatment. It's not previously, when maybe 10 years, 15 years back, the hormonal injections was given entirely during the entire 9 months of the pregnancy, or at least for entire 3 months of the first 3 months of the pregnancy. But most of us have understood that, and the advancement of new technology, new medicines have reduced that, and now we tend to use only the hormone injections for minimum 10 to 12 days only, not more than that. So generally these IVF injections are subcutaneous injections which are taken just below the skin, means just how these diabetic patients daily take their injection. I think you might have observed that those diabetic patients, they take those injections by themselves, not with much pain. So they are administered. We teach to our patients, we teach how to take their injections, and most of our patients take their injections on their own. And usually we teach them how to adjust the dose, all those things, so they can take those injections at their home only, in a comfortable place. So they means to say they need not come every day. Even if you are giving the injections for only 10 to 12 days, they need not visit our clinic for entire 10 to 12 days. Maybe 1 or 2 visits in between to monitor what is the response they are having. Only for that they need to visit. Otherwise, they can administer the injections by themselves inside their house. But only thing is, they need to store that injections in 2 to 8 degrees centigrade in their regular fridge, in their regular kitchen fridge. So they need not worry about that storage also. Most women start feeling good about the hormone injection because most of these injections start elevating the estrogen hormone. This estrogen hormone, you know that it's a female hormone. When it starts rising in their body, most of the ladies will start feeling good about that. But few people may have a different kind of feelings, like some kind of mood swings, some kind of irritations, some kind of abdomen pain, because the ovaries are enlarging. The ovary size actually try to becomes more than like 3 times or to 10 times increase in their size. So they usually feel that mild dull aching pain in their pelvis, and some people may feel bloating sensation, some even may feel nausea and vomiting. So apart from this, they may have some kind of small side effects of local reactions like redness, erythema, itching at the injection site. These are all the minor side effects which may not stay for more than 24 hours. Nothing to worry about that. And the final injection what we give is the HCG or the trigger injections. that usually that is the last injections which we give. We usually that is timed in the night hours. That's again one of the discomfort, because they usually go and take it at the night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, midnight, around 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Even that injection has come in the subcutaneous. Even that can be taken by yourself. So you need not go in search of clinic or a sister to take that injections. Again, many people think that by taking these hormonal injections, all their eggs are going to exhaust. This again a myth or a misconception, because these injections will try to produce or try to recruit the eggs which are supposed to be recruited in that particular month. If you see the physiology, say around more than around 100 to 200 or maximum 2000 to 2000 eggs will start recruiting. So out of that, around 10 to 15 eggs are recruited by this particular hormone injection for that particular month. So by taking these hormone injections, they will not exhaust all their eggs. Only they will, means whatever the eggs are supposed to come in that particular month, or whatever the eggs are supposed to get wasted in that particular month are recruited. This will not have any long-term effect on their egg reserve. So that you need to keep in mind. And I think I finished all the points about the hormonal injection. Again, there are so many types of hormonal injections like HMG, FSH, recombinant versus urinary. All those is a different topics that you need not worry about that, because most of the doctors decide which kind of injections you are suited for. So you need to follow those kind of injections. So be reassured, there is no much long-term side effects of these hormonal injections, especially if the cycles of IVF are restricted to less than 5 to 6 cycles. So there is no long-term side effects. These are all the things you need to know about hormonal injections during IVF. So keep watching my videos for more information. Thanks for joining me.